Still good. Hello, pretty people. Hello, gorgeous. All the pretty people say hi, Jerisha. Hashtag to all the pretty people. Of course, today's Tuesday. And what are we doing Tuesday? A quick lunch and learn every Tuesday at 1:30 with the pretty people. I got on my pretty people tea. Can you see it? I had on a pretty people tea today. I got my pretty people water bottle. Yes, yes. So if you have not gotten your pretty people stainless steel water bottle, let me just tell you, the water holds all day. Like for real. It's cold all day. If you like hot beverages, same thing. But I drink a lot of water. So if you don't know, yes, I have to drink tons of water. How many people are just like me? Yes, if I don't drink water, we have issues. We have issues. So, yes, so hello to the pretty people. And what that means is we celebrate, collaborate, and create a great relationship. So, if you are a pretty person, hashtag pretty people, all the pretty people, yes. So, hello, gorgeous. So, today is our day. Every Tuesday at 1:30, I do a quick lunch and learn with the pretty people. So, that's if you want to start a business, this is the page for you. If you currently have a business and you want to continue to build your business and get educated, this is the page for you. And so I'm excited to share with you. We need to make sure that we are making the best decisions for ourselves right now. Artificial intelligence is real. So let's talk about it. Hello, gorgeous. Tiffany is in the building. Yes, let me give some shout outs. Hello, gorgeous. Yes, if you're on Facebook, you'll be able to see my screen. I'll share my screen a little bit later. Yes, you can give me some stars if you're on Facebook, if you get value, of course. If you learn something and you want to give me some stars, Facebook like, please tell your audience that they can give you stars. And so that is right here on my screen. So if you're on Facebook, you can give me some stars. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, you can show me some love and give me some hearts. I love the hearts. I love the interaction. I'm that person like, yes, let's go. So I like to party together. And so, Stacy is in the building. So just let me know that you're in the building by saying, hi, Jerisha. Let me know what city you reside. Oh, Yvonne is in the building. I love it when I see your beautiful faces. That lets me know that this is on your calendar. Every Tuesday at 1:30, I got to be present for a quick lunch and learn. And remember earlier this year, I said, I'm going to have guests that also are experts in their area of interest, and I'll interview at least once a month, maybe twice. I'll interview somebody great for you. So this is where we're going to make sure that we're excelling in ourselves and in our businesses. So this is the page for you. So if you don't want to learn, you're not my people. So next week, Tuesday, mark your calendars. I'm going to have on a CEO and founder of E-Line TV and media production company. So I'm excited about that. And so if you saw the broadcast a couple of weeks ago, I had another guest on for you guys. And so I want to make sure I bring the good. So if this is good for you, are you excited about it? Well, I'm excited too. So if you're joining me for the very first time, put newbie in the chat for me. I actually speak to all my newbies. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, obviously make sure that you follow, because once I get out the live, I can't see your name. But on Facebook, I can see if you put newbie, you are a newbie. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. If you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag two people or share the broadcast, you and I just became besties. Like, hey, girl. So tag your business bestie. Tag somebody right now, right, that they probably need to get all these business tips. They need to be motivated. They probably need to be inspired. And so we want to make sure we take her with us, right? We all can go to the top. So what we have to understand, this is the world that we're living in currently. And so I want to talk about why self-reliance is important for you, why you're in control, and all the things that I've experienced to this point. And so if you don't know, of course, most people, you guys work a traditional job. Artificial intelligence is real, okay? So don't be trapped by dogma. What that means is living the results of other people's thinking. Things have changed for all of us. So don't let the noise of other people's opinion drown out your own inner voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition, because it already knows what you truly want to become and what you really want to do. And so like myself, I worked in corporate America. So if you don't know, I'm Jerisha, business coach, speaker, radio personality, worked in radio and television, all the things. I actually enjoyed what I did. I just didn't like the time that was spent on somebody else's job after I had my son. So I really just wanted time freedom. And so understand, I'm like a lot of you. I didn't ask anybody for permission to leave corporate America. I decided based on what I see, this is not going to work. Okay. And so we have to take ownership of the things that we do and also the things that we do not do. Yes, yes. Say, Jerusha. Okay. And so you cannot afford to take the advice of other people who have not been successful in business. Hello, for the people in the back. I can't go ask my uncle who's only been in the military, which is great. We appreciate your services his whole life. You think I should start a network marketing, direct sales, social retail business, start my own business? You think I should start being online? Why would I ask that person that? They don't know. They don't know what I should do if that was placed in my heart. If God put it in my heart, he didn't have a conference call. He didn't call everybody else up and say, hey, we should talk about what I put in Jerusha's heart. Yes or yes. So other people's experience is not your experience. You better write that down. Don't let someone's success or failure determine what you're going to do. I love that. Don't let someone else's success or failure determine what you're going to do. They said it didn't work. I don't even like when people say that. They said, online businesses don't work. They said home-based businesses don't work. Now, I ain't saying they work all the time. I'm not saying entrepreneurship is easy. Oh, entrepreneurship is tough. Don't get the wrong understanding. It is tough. It's going to require all of you. It requires all of me. However, right, I'm not going on what they said. I'm going on my experiences, what I need to do for me and my family, not what they said. You better vet the source. You better stop listening to people, those people. Who is they? They said it. Did you know they said, this is a true statement what I'm making? Google this. I Googled this. You know what? Google's my best friend. I go with Google. I cheat on my husband with Google. Like Google and anything. The last couple of years, I'm like, all right, Google, doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to find out from the Googles. So Google told me, they say it, Google said it, true data and research. That's why I said vet the source. Research shows 60 to 70% of all marriages will end in divorce. Okay. That's what it said. Resource, data, true information. Why do you think people still want to get married? When for a fact, you have 30%, a 30% chance that you're going to make it with that partner, right? Why do you want to still get married? You know why? Because you believe you're different, okay? You believe your relationship is different. You believe you're going to work on your relationship differently than all the other people, than what they said. That's a you problem, right? And when it pertains to a business, you take everyone else's advice. You don't listen then. You listen then. Oh, he's not good for you, but you love him. You still gonna what? Be with him. Girl, he's not good for you. Oh, I love him. It's gonna work, right? And you don't believe anybody else. But as soon as somebody says to you, you can't build a home-based business, you can't go live, you can't do TikToks. Girl, nobody's making money doing TikToks. Girl, nobody's making money doing reels. And you're like, oh, they said nobody. But I just gave you stats and statistics about marriage, and you still want to do that. You know, the difference is you believe it. You believe in the relationship more than you believe in yourself and your ability to build a business. Because when we believe something, nobody can stop us. When I believe something is over, like I don't care who says it, and I love my parents, I don't care what you say. If I believe it, I can't be stopped. So you don't believe in what you're saying if you let other people stop you from being your greatest. Never let someone else's success or failure determine what you're going to do. So I encourage you to live up to your full potential and create what you want to happen. Life is not lost by dying. Life is lost by minute, day by day, in all the thousand small uncaring ways. And so I believe everyone should have multiple streams of income. I'm working on it all the time, multiple streams all the time. None of us are immune to what's going on in the economy. There are no guarantees working for somebody else. So get the help you need to grow your businesses. Stop looking for other people to save you. And that's why I learned the online strategies right before the pandemic. No one told me, Jerusha, you should go online because it's going to be a shift in 2020. No one told me that. Guess what? A little voice was right here, like the devil was right here, or the enemy, whatever you want to call it. Then the angel of God was right here. And this one was telling me, you should go online. You should go online. And then this one was like, don't go online. People say. This one was telling me, Jerusha, girl, you should go online. You know, you can start speaking and talking and just learn the skills. And then this one over here was like, don't do it. Now they were fighting every single day. Which one you think won? The one I fed the most. That's the same thing with you. Whoever you're feeding the most will win. So I was feeding this energy over here. Do it scared. And in me doing it, right? Just showing up, sharing motivation. That's how I started. It was like, all right, I'll just share what I know for sure. Then I started teaching. Then I started making mistakes. I was like, this is good for me. Then I created the 3-day ride, which is my signature business course. So if you haven't taken that signature business course, it's my passion because I know the pain. I know what it felt like to not know what to do online. So in the 3-day ride, I jammed packed it. So yes, it's open now. Good question. The registration is open now. So you can jump in the 3-day ride. You're going to learn how to overcome objections. You're going to learn how to find your ideal prospects for your product, your services. You're going to learn how to attract people to you. Come on, peoples, right? And so in one account, I don't think it even took me a year to grow this account to over 140,000 followers, right? So I'm going to teach you how to attract the peoples, improving scripts to start conversations and converting those people. But you still have to do it. You still have to take action. I can give you all the resources and the tools, but it still comes down to your actions. Okay. So short form video, live video, and more video is going to help you grow faster. And so if you're stuck in a job that you don't like, I understand. That's why I help people build their businesses online and offline, particularly people who work a traditional job. I help you learn how to leverage and monetize social media because I understand your pain. According to Fortune magazine, robots may steal, I want to say it said 800, 900 million jobs. And you think your plan A, your job is safe. No one is actually safe, right? Unless you work for yourself. So artificial intelligence is the future of humankind. It's more likely that jobs will be replaced by computerization. My son built his own computer recently. I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, He bought all the parts and was so excited about it, staying up 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. I didn't have to tell him, hey, go to bed. You should do this. He wanted to do it. And so if you're not that excited about what you're doing, you need to change it. And I know what that feels like when you find that thing, you can't stop doing it. You're like, I want to do this all the time. And so I don't care what your job is. It can be replaced. If you dig ditches, a robot will dig better than you. If you're a doctor, because I know people in the medical field like, they're always going to need you. They will. But if you're a doctor, a robot will have steadier hands to operate. And I can go on and on and on and on and on. You keep believing they need you. My dear, everyone can be replaced. And I just want you to understand working a full-time job is not enough. You have time to build something on the side. You do. It's not by accident that you're listening to the sound of my voice today. Stop worrying about what you have to lose and start focusing on what you have to gain. Do not wait for anybody. Do not wait to create that plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. All the stars will not align. When I decided to get online, there weren't people telling me, hey, you should get online. The voices, me and God had a conversation, and that's who told me. I didn't even ask anybody, were they coming with me? I just started doing it. What if I waited until all the traffic lights were green before I started driving home? I would never get there under those circumstances. Start where you stand. Jerusha, start where you stand. That's what I did. Embrace this technology-based society that we live in. Don't be afraid of robots and automation. I get it. My son loves it. He hates helping me. Like, that's how bad I am. I admit, I'm like, oh God. I hate even asking him. Anybody got teenagers? I don't even want to ask you. But I know that you are quicker, right? And you're more knowledgeable than me. Now, once I learn how to do it, I'm unstoppable, baby. I'm unstoppable. Once I learn something, it's a wrap. It's going to be good. So be afraid of staying the same. Artificial intelligence would change the world. Well, it's actually already changed the world. It's no longer science fiction, it's our reality. And so if you are a middle-aged person or older person, you're not 20 and 30 or whatever, you're a little older, you're intimidated by that, you better embrace that. Because if you have a plan A as your job, a job is not enough if you desire more in life. Now, if you're comfortable, because I know people who love their job, I'm not saying leave your job. I would never tell anybody that. If you love taking care of the elderly, girl, if you're a teacher, if you're a nurse, like, there are certain jobs I applaud you. Now, I can't do that, but I want you to love that. If you're caring for my parents, or like, I would never forget, the lady name is Karen. My son was in the NICU, and she took care of my son when I wasn't there. Now, I was up there 24 hours, seemed like every day. When he was in the NICU, I was just like, this boy is not going to make it. And so she assured me that she would take care of him when I was at home. I love her to this day for that. So if you have that kind of heart and you do a job, it's not for you, you just want to do that, keep doing it. I would never tell anybody to leave what they love. But if you don't love it and you're just doing it to pass time by because they said do it, I am telling you to find something that you love. Your passion will bring you a paycheck. So when I say AI, I'm not talking about just Siri, turn the music on. I'm not talking about just, cool home gadgets and all that. I believe AI will be used to fundamentally rethink how we solve our problems today. And I was reading an article where I got this information. I was like, this is, interesting. It's good in a way, because I know some people are not, for technology. It's good because it is something that is going to enhance a lot of the problems, but it also replaces the human connection. And that's why you have social media. And that's why they want you to be social first. Okay. And so I think it's important that we keep that human connection. We laugh together, we play together, we dance together. I think all that's still important. But I also think we should utilize what's available. Okay, so I suggest you get the facts about what's available for you. Therefore, you can make informed decisions and you can start creating today A, B, C, D, and E. Not just, you just have one plan and that's it. Stop relying on somebody else when we should be relying on ourselves. And so my lesson today was to tell you steps to self-reliance. Write that down. Here are the steps for self-reliance. And I'll share my screen in a minute. If you're on Facebook, you'll be able to see my screen. And so self-reliance, number one, I need you to assume responsibility. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen on Facebook. Write that down. Pretty person gonna put this in the chat for me. Pretty person gonna put this in the chat. All right, let me share my screen on the book face. Hey, book face. Book face is going to get to see my screen. It's just the tips that I'm about to share with you right now. So, don't freak out on me. You're good. All right. So the book face can see my tips on self-reliance. You got that? Can you see that, Facebook? Yes, Jerry. I can see it. Okay, great. Assume responsibility. No one owes you anything. You are totally responsible if you plan to have happiness and success in life. If you fail, to plan something, that's your fault. You set your stage for creating a miserable life. If you stop planning, no one's going to plan for you. My mom's not going to plan for me. My dad not going to plan for me. It's up to Jerusha, right? Yes, that's number one. Number two, the steps that you need to take is be informed. Number two, I need you to read. The information I'm sharing with you today, I read that information and I said, let me share what I know for sure. Read, listen. I listen to so many podcasts, motivation. I want to know what's happening for my future and the future of my boys. And so when I learn something, I share it. Your options for lifelong learning are endless. Jerusha, We can learn something new every day. The internet is the most powerful tool for learning ever invented. Google it. Google it. It's now a little thing in my house. When my boys ask, I'm like, did you Google it? Let's just Google it. That's what we're going to do. They need to learn something every day. We need to learn something every day. Okay. You design your own passion-driven learning curriculum. No one can stop me from learning. That's why, if you've heard me speak before, I said knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge. People pay for knowledge, like the 3-day ride business course. People pay to know, right? And they want to learn faster. So I want to shorten your learning curve. So I created the 3-day ride. The same thing with this training today. I want to shorten your learning curve. So I show up every Tuesday at 1:30. So help is available, but you got to what? Put it into action and prepare yourself to ride that technology wave that will power the next generation. I'm excited for my son's next generation. Your job is not enough. You must be open to change. And I'm so glad when I decided I wanted to leave corporate America, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I know that wasn't it, right? And I was just like, all right, the first person that spoke to me about direct sales, I was like, all right, what do I need to do? I didn't question it. I didn't go ask those people. I didn't. I decided, let me pray about it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. The end. The average person today will have 3 to 5 careers over the course of their lifetime. That's a lot. Why do you think that is? Like people stay, 5, 7 years and quit and find something else? Why do you think that is? Put in the chat. Why do you think that is? Why do you think in our lifetime we're going to change careers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times? Why do you think that is? Do you think that's set up like it's a system? Because I don't really want you to retire here. So the company that I used to work for, they don't actually want you to get to retirement. So they offer you a severance, right? There's like, all right, you too close. You're 20 years. I can't get you to 25 or 30 because then I'm going to have to pay you more money. So I'm going to get you right here 15, 20 years. I'm going to offer you some money that probably can only take care of you for 6 months. And then you got to go find another job. Yes or yes? Am I telling the truth or am I lying? Okay. Know where you're going. And the third thing that I can tell you about self-reliance is make your own decisions. Make your own decision. Now, a pretty person, put those 3 tips in the chat for me. Now, a pretty person on Facebook like, Jerisha, I got you. And you typing it in the chat for me, I appreciate you. If you're on Instagram, do the same thing. TikTok, let's go. Okay. This is the thing. Make your own decision. And especially if you're not happy, you don't have to do what they said. Everybody did it. Somebody told you this was the way to go. What is it that you're saying to yourself? Okay, if we're going to be honest, let's be honest. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen over here. Let's be honest. Most people work just hard enough not to get fired. Can we all agree on that? Yes or yes? Most people work just hard enough not to get fired. Yes? And get paid just enough not to quit. I'm going to pay you just enough to come back on Monday. And I know that you're going to have to keep coming because you need this. You're relying on this when it should be self-reliance. You can decide right now to change the trajectory of your life. It's just a decision and then act on it. Action determines the rest, right? Actions determine the rest. The best way to predict your future is to create it. And I'm telling you, I'm just like you. I cry, I plead, I pray. I am just like you. But I know there's greater. I know there's more. And so once you know something, you can't ever go back. Once your mind is expanded, it can never go back to smaller dimensions. You better write that down. So one day I was driving to work when I worked in Atlanta, traffic, and I had a traditional 9 to 5, earning my 2-week paycheck, taking an hour lunch break and going back and forth, repeating that cycle. And I was thinking, one day I'm going to do this for 40 years. I'm going to do this for 40 years. And I thought, I don't know about this. I don't know. I signed up for it. I have the degrees for it. I'm good at it. I don't know about this. Anybody like that? If you are like that, you're like, you know what? I've been feeling like that. I was not happy. And so when I'm not happy, this is not going to work out. I was not happy, and I'm a daddy's girl. So what I do, I call my dad, and I'm just like, I'm not happy. I'm crying. I'm just not happy. Like I think you can save the world. I'm not happy. And so, do you know what my dad said to me? First, he always tell me, you're going to be pitiful or powerful, but you're not going to be both. He always tells me that. Which one? Baby girl, which one you going to be? Pitiful or powerful, but not both. But this particular day, he said, baby girl, you are a racehorse and you've allowed them to put you in a pony show. I'm a racehorse and I allowed other people to put me in a pony show. I got to show up every day like this racehorse that I am. Every single day, I got to make sure I'm preparing to win my race of life because we're all in a race. Whether you play or not, you're in the race. You woke up this morning, you're in the race. And what I will tell you, what I've learned in these experiences that I've had in being an entrepreneur, up and down, excited, sad, mad, crying, all the things that you can imagine, I still wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't be here live with you today. I wouldn't change anything. But the one thing I'm not going to do, and what I advise you to do, is don't let other people's success or failure determine what you're going to do. God told you what it was. It's already in you. Everything that you want is already in reach. You already can see it. Now you actually have to do it. And I know it sounds easy. Everybody say do it. No, just like this, I gave you several tips today. I share motivation, inspiration, business tips all the time. There are other speakers, influencers, anybody that's in your upline, whatever. There's help for you. There's Google every day. There's YouTube. It is help for you. You have to decide it's important enough. You have to decide that. When someone tells me they didn't have time, when someone tells me, I'm like, it wasn't that important. Because you make time for what's important to you. Just like you make time for your significant other, you make time for your children, you make time for your parents, you make time for the cookout, you make time for television, you make time, you do. It's important to you. People do what's important to them. Say, Jerusha said, I do what's important to me. Now, when your business or your book or your nonprofit or whatever is important to you, you will do it every day. Period. Yes or yes. So if this was valuable for you, I didn't mean to get you good today, but sometimes it's just in me. So if you got value today, if you learned something today, like Jerusha, you talking to me today, tag 2 people, share the broadcast. Like I said, we don't want our girlfriends to miss all this goodness, right? We want to make sure we're growing. That's how we win. Hashtag to the pretty people. That's what we're about. And so make sure that you share the broadcast so we can reach more people. Because sometimes most people just need to be inspired to act. That's it. A lot of times you just need to hear the right voice at the right time. And you get inspired and you change the world in your own little way. Yes or yes. And so if this was good, say Jerusha, give me some hearts, hashtag pretty people in the chat. If you know you're ready for your next level online, jump in the 3-day ride. Yes, jump in my 3-day ride. I'm passionate about that 3-day ride. I know I deliver. I know it's worth $13.97, but it's not. I want it to be affordable because I want everybody to be able to get in there, right? And then I have a program. If you have 10 or more people, then you get in the program for free. So talk to me about it. Let's get you set up to win. You got to get on your mark, get set, go. You got to be in position to win. If you're not even practicing, you're not even learning the skills, how are you going to win in this technology world? How are you going to win? So we've just decided, thank you so much. We've just decided we're winning over here. So hashtag to all the people that are winning. Yes, you want to be on my team? Okay, good. I am developing 100 new business partners in my social retail business, right? Which is outside of my 3-day ride. So if you want a business and you want to be with me, the 100s, yes, put 100 in the chat and we could talk about it. But the link is in the bio. If you go to my profile, smash my link tree. Go to my profile, smash my link tree. Everything that I offer is actually there. So the 100s, yes, is already there. The 3-day ride is coming up. So I want to make sure I get you registered. I take a small intimate group and I give you everything that I know for the last, I've been an entrepreneur for almost 2 decades. I know a thing or two. Let's go. So yes, Self-Reliance is where it is. Put 100s. If you want to learn more about the 100, let's go, peoples. Oh, I love you too. You look pretty too. I appreciate that. if this is good for you, the one thing you can do is show some love and share the broadcast so I can reach more people. That is the name of the game for 2023. You're welcome. Pam said, thank you. You're welcome. Josephine in the building. Stacy in the building. Ebony in the building. Hello, gorgeous. You're more than welcome. Go to my profile, smash my link tree, or put 3-day ride in the chat. You can put 3-day ride in the chat. That's totally fine. And myself or my assistant will message you. But it's easier if you just go to the link in the bio. Go to the link in the bio. All right. I appreciate you. Every Tuesday, 1:30, a quick lunch and learn. I don't always bring the heat like this, but I always teach something. So I just felt compelled to share with you that we need to depend on ourselves and make it happen. And so, yes, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Yes, you'll be back next Tuesday. Put an alarm every Tuesday, 1:30, quick lunch and learn. I'm just so thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Yes, 3-day ride.